Hi everyone, we're just here today doing a quick review on this car. A friend of mine asked me to do a quick review of her car just to show you guys what it looks like if you like watching this kind of stuff. Now, this model is actually a Holden 1994 VR Commodore. Not too many of these cars around these days, but if you look hard enough you'll see a couple here and there. Being of that age, this nice Australian piece of motor history. We'll just go quickly around the car. Maybe I can point you out some features along the way. So here we go. It's a nice burgundy colour. I can't remember the exact name of the car colour off the top of my head, but it's in the engine bay, the colour code. So look, it is what it is. It's actually used as a daily car, so not bad at all. That'd be nice to get around in every day. It's fairly straight, got a couple of little things on it, but being a daily car, real nice. Well, here's the first thing you might point out here. This badge on the bonnet is actually from a VS model, which is the next model up. Reason being is because the bonnet was changed and it came with that badge on it, and the old bonnet didn't even have the VR badge at all. It was just pulled off, didn't really look too nice. So better a VS badge for now until she can find another VR Commodore badge, really. Another interesting one here is this driver's guard. There was an incident on the road where somebody was driving, being a bit of a hoon, doing a bit of a burnout next to her, clipped the car, dented the guard, basically did a hit and run and hooned off down the road. So unable to be caught because they were just hooning with their mates and sped off straight away, and she was in traffic in the slower lane. So what's actually happened there is it was only really after about a week or so on the road of her having the car, so that was real disappointing. We went to the wrecker, found one the same colour, whacked it on. As you can see, it's still got the pinstripe on it. That's yet to be removed, which is not that hard to do. Here's a little bit more damaged. That can probably be a little bit sanded back and painted at some point as well, but it is what it is. Let's go around and see if I can point anything else out. This was actually, this car was included in a recent car cruise for charity. I believe it was for a sick girl called Skylar, and she loved when all the cars rocked up at her house, so that was something fun for her to look at. Here we go, the typical mine not his. Being of this sort of car, let's admit, not one-sided or anything, but most of these cars are owned by males for some reason or another. Just to not get that confused, she liked that little touch and she grabbed that little sign there, mine not his, so there you go. This is an interesting one where she said she gets lots of compliments actually over this one, and people smiling and looking at it, and she's actually said it's worked on a few odd occasions. I won't really explain it, you can figure out what that means for yourself. She also loves dragons, so here's a real nice sticker of that one. From what I remember as well, actually, I was in the car one day and there was a police sergeant, this lady, and she actually really liked the sticker. So that's different for you, isn't it? Now these wheels, the car didn't come on anything flash. She actually did a deal with somebody else and got these wheels. It was actually a trade for her old car. It was a trade for these wheels to swap for her old model car, and so I reckon they look real nice on this model. What she's also done is she's had the back lowered with the Yellow King springs. I reckon it sits at a real nice height. Just got to be a little careful while going over speed bumps. It can be a little bit bumpy, but hey, you get that when your car's lowered, don't you, with a big set of wheels with low profiles. The front at the moment is yet to be lowered. At a later date, I was told that's going to be done, so it'll sit real nice. Kind of looks like, you know, a little odd. Looks like there's no motor in there, doesn't it, being high, but hey, it'll be done soon. Well, why don't we just go have a look inside the car and see what we can find. If you guys just wondering what a VR Commodore looks like inside, we'll take a quick look. We'll open the door there. There we go. I didn't even do that. It opened by itself. Okay, so it's pretty standard factory. Yes, it's still got the wind-up windows, and they still all work. The aircon still works as well. There's a couple of vents as they're built into the door trims in this model as well. Just quickly pan around the car. It's still got, that's the factory steering wheel. Doesn't look too bad at all, actually. that's what your standard dash cluster looks like. It's got a few Ks on it, but I tell you what, the engine at some point has been rebuilt because it doesn't feel like factory spec. It's actually very powerful for a 6-cylinder. We'll show you that in a few minutes. And also being a model that's a lower class, not a Calais, it's just a plain Commodore, this model actually has cruise control as well, which is a nice little feature to have on the base model as well. As well as the speed alert. What you can do here is you can set your speed up and down, and when it reaches that speed, it'll start beeping at you to know that you're up to that speed. So that's a cool feature to have. Get out of them speeding fines. What else can we show you? In most of these models, VR and VS Commodore have the same sort of 3 buttons here. Give or take, an odd button here or there might be named differently in the different class luxury models. But most of the time these buttons do have some little faults like these ones. They kind of fade and wear away, and the black stuff usually comes off. If you find a good set, grab them because they're very hard to find. Just quickly panning along here as well. It's your standard T-bar automatic. Now, usually one of the first things that people change on these old cars is the head unit. Yeah, it's been done. Mainly to have a CD player and also the feature of having your USB stick there. So we'll just quickly have a look around again. A few nice little touches there. Keep calm, driver Holden. Yeah, why not? Now, this is something everybody should have, a dash cam. So this one operates in this vehicle 24/7. It's called parking mode. So even when your car's parked, it'll film all the time. So that's a very nice feature to have. In addition to that, look at that beautiful green little interior light. I believe that's an LED, I was told. Now we'll just go to the back. I'll show you a little more of that camera. Now this records 24/7 as well. And a very common problem in these models is, look at that. This plastic trim here usually breaks for some reason or another over the years. And this one's come down, so it's just the clips break behind there, that's all. So at some point that'll be replaced, so it'll prop up there real nice. And that's pretty much what the trim looks like. Similar trim on the front seats as well. A couple of floor mats. Everyone needs some floor mats unless you want your carpet to get wrecked and real dirty. Nice cheap addition to save your floor carpet. And that's most of the inside actually. What else she's also done is had this full exhaust system put on the car. It was pretty standard when she got it. It's also had, we'll just actually open the bonnet as well, and I'll explain more about this running gear. So bonnet release still works. Sometimes in these models, VR, VS, even earlier model Commodores, a known fault is the bonnet cable can actually stretch or even snap, and unfortunately the bonnet doesn't open anymore, but there are ways to get that open, so that's another little thing that sometimes needs to get replaced. Now as you can see here in the engine, it's a V6. It's actually a Buick motor, started in the VN Commodore, then this being the next model, the VR Commodore, they continued with the same engine, a 3.8 litre 6-cylinder. Also got extractors in this car that were fitted all the way through to that nice exhaust there, so it sounds real nice when started up. We'll start it up in a few minutes. Some minor repairs that have been done. The water pump's been replaced. Just recently had a service. You can see a new oil filter there. It's also had the drive belt, this is the long drive belt replaced here. Just, general wear and tear items. Had a new radiator cap. You can see before it's been all, a bit crappy and stuff, gone everywhere. So that's yet to be cleaned up. The main thing is it runs nice and good. What else can I show you around here? That's all your wiring for the big stereo system there, which is pretty standard. She put that in herself. There were 2 people helping. And apart from that, why don't we actually start it up so we can hear what it sounds like. I believe the battery is sort of on its way out, sometimes a little bit flat. We'll see if it starts first go. So give us a sec here. Beautiful. Now that little squeak there is usually a belt or a pulley. It's yet to have a look at, so that's just something minor. As the revs go up, it stops, you don't really notice it. It does sound really nice, this motor. It runs beautiful, as I said before. It's got extra power as well. We'll just rev it up a bit so you get a bit of a sound. Alright, we'll just go to the back of the car here so you can hear the nice exhaust system on it. Alright, there we go. It's nice and healthy. No blue smoke, black smoke, whatever colour smoke, pink smoke. It all runs nice. So, apart from that, that's really what we just wanted to review today, to give you a quick look at this piece of Australian motor history, being a 94 VR Commodore. And we'll actually end up doing an update, I think we should, about some extra things that have been done here and there. We'll do another review soon enough, as soon as some other things have been done to it as well. It is just to start off to show, you know, with a little bit of modifications, such as apart from general wear and tear items we went through, like services and repairing panels. So what's pretty much been done to this, to sum it up, is the suspension has been lowered using King springs. These mag wheels, these are a set of 18s all round, ROH brand. Now when these wheels, the previous owner of these wheels had them, they're actually on a VY Commodore. Personally, I don't think it actually looked too good. They look very nice on this VR Commodore shape, VR or VS, they look awesome on, which they do. But that's everyone's personal taste. I just think they look a lot better than just on a stock VY, which is what they came off. A couple of tyres have been replaced on the front, but you get that. It's just normal wear and tear. So pretty much the suspension, the wheels, the exhaust system with the extractors, it's pretty much what's been changed on it. The big stereo system. Hey, what do you want for a nice daily car, right? Beautiful. So that pretty much sums it up, showing the car. And until next time, we'll see you later, and hope you liked watching it. Leave any comments if you like. Thanks. Bye.